Last time on our Let's Play of Mask of the Betrayer, we'd made our way through most of the Founder's Sanctum, and we're coming up on the final part. As you come into this big room, you can see there are a bunch of Merkelites and then Araman at the far side. So I'm going to cast a couple of buffs to just try and be better prepared for what's coming. Okay, maybe more than a couple buffs. And I'm again leading my party way back to hope that they aren't going to get involved, but they may get called up. Yeah, they did. Okay.
Wait, stay your hands, all of you. This is my brother, though his face is not his own. Faith and blood are the strongest ties of all, stronger than comradeship, purer than the intrigues of love. Forgive me for what I do here, but Akachi's sin must be washed clean. My fight has always been with the Red Woman, from the very start.
Okay, well, I guess he thought we've had a sex change or something, because we are female, and I partially also chose a female character just because it makes no sense with some of the dialogue here. And I like pointing out inconsistencies, but are you going to choose the option? Look at me, madman, I'm not your brother!
But you come at the Red Woman's beckon, as Akachi always did. She called you to this place, whether you know it or not.
The Founder. She started all this, gave life to the Academy of Shapers and Binders. It is alleged that she still lives, hidden somewhere in these halls.
She is a faithless soul. That is all she ever was. But my brother... But you could not see. Her charms dragged Akachi from his god and his faith, and dragged me as well. For what was I but his shadow? And when death took her suddenly, he betrayed our god, all the gods, to tear her from the wall. He failed the test that Merkel set before him.
Okay, great. We can try to be diplomatic here.
Mark me, she is a greater monster than our god Merkel ever was. She is the reason for all your suffering, then and now. Ask yourself why Akachi thought to tear his lover from the wall if she did not plant the seed. Ask yourself how a stranger from the west came to lie in the barrow where my brother's remnant lay trapped, if she did not place you there. I am sorry it has come to this, but she has made you her pawn. I will send the Red Woman back to the wall, or I will die and go to my judgment with an untroubled heart.
Okay, I don't know what we got out of being diplomatic. It said we succeeded. Yeah, they're opening up with some Bigby's forceful hand there, so I'm glad I cast the mantle. And I still have 11 levels of absorption left, so... And there are quite a few of them here. Araman himself, I'm going to attempt a forceful hand. You know, fight fire with fire. Everyone else is in the range of the Storm of Vengeance, so some of them are immune to... Yeah. Some of them are immune to the stun, which is really what the purpose of Storm of Vengeance is. Storm of Vengeance never hits you, even if you have the everything set up so that spells can affect you. Alright, well, it looks like that didn't work too well, so our next choice is to maximize that. And we're still... Actually, I'm going to cast a Quickened Fire Burst. I almost cast a maximized, Cure Minor Wounds, which would not have been very effective. But there's Araman. I'll clean up off screen. The only items you get from that are a 5 scythe and this chromatic crown here, which just gives a bunch of damage absorption. It's really fairly useless. Sophia may have some explaining to do, so let's see if she has anything to say.
So the old god of the dead is nothing more than a passage in history. Forgive me if I do not weep for his passing. Merkel cursed Akachi and turned him into a monster that would spread the fear of him, and his terror came back to destroy him. I can't help but ask, how do you feel about having destroyed a god?
Well, I'll just say we did what we had to do.
I see. Regardless of your motive, I agree with what you did. The gods always meddle in the affairs of mortals. It's good to see immortals stand up to the most twisted of divinities.
Okay. Let's see if she has anything else to say.
If there's something I can do for you, just
Nope. Maybe Kaylin has something to say?
Yes? I am merely tired. It will pass. Do not trouble yourself.
Yeah, well, you know, we can talk about
There are
Ilmater.
times that I have doubts. May Ilmater forgive my weakness. It grows harder to move along the path when there are so many obstacles. Blood stains our path. I have used Ilmater's powers in battle. It is difficult to reconcile.
I guess she must have used Ilmater's powers in battle previously. Either that or they kind of assume she's in the party she was doing something, unlike what I've been doing with her. And, you know.
It seems to grant little comfort at times. And sometimes the world around us howls so loudly it is difficult to hear the call. Forgive me, I did not mean to bare my soul to you.
We can compare her to Akachi.
Merkel's words cut deeply. It pains me that my faith is weak enough to be assaulted by one such as he. But I thank you for your counsel. Your words have helped.
Okay. I don't think Oku has anything to say, frankly.
Yes, little one.
Nope. Other than, stop poking me in the eye! Oh well. But there's another big conversation coming up because the door is open and there's some golems and some blade spiders and there's the red woman over there. And, well, hopefully they won't attack us.
Get you back from her!
Hessa, Jasima, Shu, give me a moment to gaze upon.
Mother? I thought you were dead, and you're...
Ancient, wrinkled, a doddering crone. No, I am not the woman you remember, Sophia. Nor am I your mother in the sense you have always believed me to be.
The voices. I understand it now. You and I, my mother, we're all parts of the same person. The same...
My sweet daughter, you are all that was best in me. Everything that Akachi loved and gave his soul to protect lives in you. Of all the wicked things I have done to save him, you are innocent, blameless. You began as a part of me, Sophia, but now you are more.
So the woman I knew as my mother, was me. Or rather, us?
I'll tell you all of it, Sophia. Let me just greet...
Yes, all in good time. There's someone you should meet.
My Akachi, how our faces have changed. I've seen hags that are comelier than the prune that I've become. And you wear the skin of a lady. What a pair we are, my love.
Okay.
It must be hideous to you. To him, if Akachi was not the thing that he is, he would turn away from me with loathing.
Yeah, he's a lot uglier than you are. Let's put it that way. Remember how I said very early in the game that all of the companions except one are fractions of something? Because Kaylin is half celestial, Gan is half hag, Sophia is, well, at least half of something. She's not a whole anything, really. Oku is the only one who's really complete. One of many. The companion I didn't recruit is a... well, maybe he's not so much a fraction as a multiple, but you'll have to look at the other LP. I'm assuming since they said it was an evil LP that they're using one of many. But anyway, we think she's crazy, but we kind of know what she's talking about, and we can kind of butter her up by saying that, you know, if Kachi were here, he would be much happy. You know, he would be able to look past the well, ravages of time.
But he is not. The man that I loved is gone, reduced to an empty hunger that seethes beneath your flesh. And the fault is mine. I was the one he went to save, the soul he tore from the wall. So much lost for one fool girl. My beloved launched a crusade and sacrificed all that he was. Better that he had left me to rot, perhaps, and found another pretty thing to distract him from his faith.
For loving him, she's maybe not very complimentary. Yeah, well, let's mention that we can talk about the crusade just in generally about saving all of the souls in the wall, not just one.
And what war has ever been fought for one reason only? I think he came to see what was wrong with his god, with all the gods, because of me. If he was here, I would tell him, I have never rested since that day. This academy, all you've seen here, all this was for him. I know I cannot bring him back, but I can end his pain and the punishment that he never deserved. You have given me that chance.
But that's about all we're going to be able to fit into this video. Next time, we'll continue having a little chat with Akachi's beloved, the founder, and the reason we're all here, more or less.